This material is gonna show you how to build step by step a fully functional and ready to use plugin inside Claude. Additionally, I've got for you something special, so make sure to watch this video to the end. So to create a plugin, the best approach would be to just write in a chat inside Claude a request to create a plugin. Of course, we could just prepare the entire plugin structure, so create folders, upload here the skills, comments, and other elements. However, it's gonna be the easiest option. So we need to actually create a request to create a plugin. And now we can just simply type, please create for me a plugin, and then Claude's gonna actually guide us through all of the steps. It's gonna ask about the skills, about the commands, and so on and so on. However, right now I've got for you the easier approach. Because I've built for you ready to use interface that's gonna guide you through building the entire request to Claude to create a skill. And now you can access it in the resources of this material. So we'll just create a skill from start to finish, and I'm gonna show you how this interface works. And basically it's actually like you need to fulfill the information inside. So the plugin name, and we are gonna create a plugin, let's say communication. So the purpose of the specific for the specific plugin will be to just, for example, create drafts for Gmail, just manage the Gmail, read some messages, or for instance, just post some content inside Slack, and it's gonna be powered by our skills that's gonna know how to create, for example, some content, let's say for Slack announcements. Let's say we wanna just create an announcement for a team, and it's gonna have a skill that's gonna have like the information about announcements and so on. Like creating skills is the most complicated thing. I mean, maybe not complicated, but it's like most complex, okay? So it requires a lot of things. With skill, we just build one skill, but with plugin, we may have like multiple skills, and for sure we need to build multiple skills. But okay, let's stick with this thing, with our interface. So we've got communication. What does this plugin do? Also, basically, we can add an emoji. But what does plugin do? It manages, let's say, communication, social media, and creates an appropriate content for them. Who uses this plugin? And I'm using that so I don't need to just fulfill it. When you have like these red asterisks, you need to fulfill the information. If not, you don't need to. What problem does it solve? It helps with creating content, or maybe written content for social media, saving a lot of time on a daily basis. Also, it manages them by performing users requests. Okay, business brand context. What should Claude always know? So here I can skip this part. Like this entire interface, as you're gonna see, like is really sophisticated, so you can build really complex skills, but on the other hand, you don't need to fulfill all of the brackets. It's up to you. Plugin category, it's gonna be for sales operations. Let's click on next. Then what we have, we've got our skills, and now I need to think of, let's say, 2 skills, because I don't want this video to be like 1 hour long. I need to think of 2 skills that I wanna actually add to the specific plugin. And now I can add skills by clicking here. So I can add multiple skills or just remove. And yeah, I need to firstly create a skill name, trigger description, what this skill does, and step-by-step instructions. So now let's give a skill name, and let's say I want to have a plugin that's gonna handle for sure Gmail and Slack. And the skill, instead of just providing simple skill that creates some drafts or something like this, let's make a skill that's gonna take 100 emails from, let's say, I don't know, past day, and it's gonna create a summary of them by their priority. So I will be able to check if I didn't miss something, for example. So let's name it as inbox prioritizer. All right. Trigger description. It should trigger when the user wants to know if didn't miss something in unread emails, or want to fetch information about unread emails. All right. Trigger description. Also, we can paste it here. This skill fetches the last unread emails from the last day, and summarizes them based on its priority. Okay, now let's fulfill step-by-step instructions. So I have these instructions for this skill, and you can use actually AI, so let's say ChatGPT or Claude, to help you to create them. So by the way, additionally, I typed something like this, and based on this description and all of these parts, I created instructions by using Claude. So I added also this skill reads your unread emails, groups them by urgency, and gives you a clean briefing. Reply now, reply later, or ignore. And now we've got a step-by-step instructions. Connect to Gmail and fetch all unread emails from the last 24 hours. Scan each email, read the subject, sender, and first few lines. Categorize each email into one of 3 buckets. Reply now, later, ignore. Within each bucket, sort emails by urgency, most important first. Present a clean briefing in this format. Total unread count. Reply now list. Reply later list. Ignore list. Ask the user want me to draft a reply for any of these. Let's take a look. No, it's fine. Let's delete this one. If yes, ask which email and draft a reply using the original content. Present a clean briefing in this format. Okay, maybe let's stick with it. Just remove this one. At the end, create a full summary of these emails in the PDF format. Maybe of this content, or even at the end create a full document. And now I hope you see that creating plugins is not that fast. Basically, it can be like, maybe it's not even that simple, okay? Because we need to create good skills in order to create good plugins, all right? And also good commands. So each skill, remember, each skill also needs to be, once again, created really nice, okay? Otherwise, like, your plugin won't work correctly. So we've got the first skill, and now let me add the second skill, and now I'm not gonna waste your time. Let me do this very quickly. So we have an announcement drafter and trigger when the user wants to write, post, or send an announcement to a Slack channel or team. We've got instructions, so ask the user what announcement is about, if not provided. Ask which Slack channel it will be posted to. So the purpose of this skill is gonna be actually to open Slack and post content directly on Slack, on some channel. Just create an announcement without us touching it. So another point, ask the tone, draft a clean announcement, keep it concise, present and draft and ask, blah, blah, blah. It's perfect. Now, when it comes to knowledge base, I want to skip this part. Let's go ahead with comments. And for the comments, let's add maybe 2 of them related to our previous skills. So as I said, sometimes you can ask Claude for help. For example, once I had details about my skills, I asked to create 2 comments. And the first comment is check inbox, and the second one is post announcement. And remember, the difference between skills and comments are skills basically are recipes, instructions, how to perform some specific thing. And comments are shortcuts for just triggering some specific workflow, okay? So both are very important. Once we have our comments fulfilled, let's click on next. So now we have connectors, and for connectors, I would like to pick Gmail and Slack. Other custom connectors, no. How should Claude use these connectors? So let's explain that. It should use Gmail to fetch unread emails, categorize them by urgency, and draft replies when requested. Use Slack to draft and post announcements directly to the specified channel when the user approves the final version. Perfect. We are very, very close to the end. Now we've got a section for sub agents, and we don't need to add them. We may have also agents inside plugins, but for now let's click on no. And now pick the tone, which is, let's pick casual and direct, and just skip all these options because we've got even some rules, what the plugin basically should not do. Also, the always rules and examples of ideal output, you can add them. However, for now, let's generate plugin prompt. And now what you need to do is to only copy and paste this specific text inside Claude. So let's open Claude, and then let's go to cowork. Now you can see that. Let me collapse this specific tab and pick Claude right here. All right. So now what I can do, I can go to cowork and just paste this entire thing. I want you to build a complete Claude cowork plugin for me called communication. Please create all necessary files, the plugin manifest skill / commands, connector config, and sub agents. Follow the official Claude plugin structure. So yeah, this request is gonna be really nice and it's really sophisticated. So by using this interface I built specially for the purpose of this course, you can build plugins easier way. Also, as I said, you've got other method by writing sentences inside Claude, so you pick your option. But for now, it triggers cowork plugin skill, and we are gonna build our plugin. For sure, like Claude will ask some questions. However, majority of information we gave with this one request only. So it's another actually advantage because you can just leave it to work, okay? You don't need to stop for some specific things. I mean, for some questions of Claude, because it's gonna just process everything because you literally gave the entire context. Of course, sometimes it may ask for additional details. However, once again, we did everything. Like this is the plan. 10 points, 10 steps to accomplish to build this plugin. Okay, so I didn't need to provide any additional information, and now our plugin is created. At the right side, we've got the structure of this plugin. So we have the plugin JSON file. We've got our commands folder, our skills folder, and basically all the structure. We can save this plugin inside Claude. Now we can click on manage, and then the communication plugin is ready. Even let's check our connectors. We need to install our Gmail to Claude. So now we are redirected. Let me show you. We are redirected to this specific page. Let's click on continue and connect our account. So now we give Claude an access to view our emails and settings and manage drafts and send emails. So now it's done. When we click on install, we can see it's connected. Now we can disconnect. However, let's do the same thing with our Slack. So let's click on connect. So now our two connectors are properly integrated, connected here. So let's basically just try using this plugin. Finally, we can go ahead and click on this specific thing and try in a chat. So let's go ahead and just post announcement, create, let's skip this one. Create for me an announcement inside Slack channel named announcements. That says it's only a test announcement for our Claude course and say do not respond. Let's take a look. We can run the specific command. Did I say that announcement, create for me an announcement inside Claude, inside Slack channel named announcements? Okay, I didn't say to publish that. Hopefully Claude knows what I want to do. If not, we'll process with this request. Okay, it's fine. Could you post it for me here? Let's take a look. Okay. All right. So we've got a connectors, which is a Slack. It tries to find an announcement channel. And then, all right, let's always allow. Let's take a look. Post it. Let's go to Slack and to our announcements tab. Perfect. It posted our announcement. That's great. Yeah, this is a test announcement. And now with this plugin, I can create endless announcements for my team about anything I want within seconds without just opening Slack. That's correct. Let's delete it. I don't want to mislead my team members. All right. And let's try other functionality we built this plugin for. So checking inbox and giving us a report. So let's go ahead, and this is an inbox. Check inbox. Please, all unread emails from the last 24 hours, create a file summary. Okay, let's go. And this specific plugin, I need to say also, like, it only contains 2 comments and 2 skills. You can add a lot of skills and a lot of comments. So it's the entire beauty of it. You can edit them. Now you know how to edit them, how to create the entire plugin, everything you know right now at the specific point of the course. By the way, if you like the materials, always remember you can leave us an honest review rating. If you've already done it, thank you so much. It helps us a lot because we spend a lot of time into preparing these materials, these videos, and by creating content for you. So thank you so much. Now we wait for the result. So we have our response and also the PDF file created. And for security reasons, I don't want to show it right now. However, everything what we wanted was processed and created. And I can say thank you so much for watching this video. It was quite long. If you're watching this video, like if you're watching this part of this video right now, thank you so much. It means a lot to me. And I hope after this lesson, you know exactly how you can create perfect Claude plugins.